Hello guys, in this tutorial we'll be telling you about Tango and show you how you can use it. With Tango, you can show others step-by-step processes on how to do anything on your computer. It could be a software or a process, and we'll be using Tango to show you a bit of it. Now when it comes to the pricing, you have three different options. Now you have the free option, which has 15 shared workflows, browser capture, basic exports and sharing, and up to 10 users per workspace. And this comes at $0. Now you also have the documentation and digital adoption. Now the documentation is a pro version with $20 per month, and the enterprise is a custom pricing because you need to set the preference of what you want with the company, and they'll give you a price quote. Now, regardless of what you're choosing, you get to choose if you're paying annually or monthly. Now, if you're on the monthly payment, you get to pay more, but if you're on annually, you get to pay less. So this is your choice to follow, and you can go ahead and make your pick. With Tango, you can make guides, as we mentioned before, provide step-by-step walkthrough process, pin your knowledge to your software like a post note, and you could also analyze with Tango. The features of Tango are great as they help you in software rollouts and drive adoption. It also helps to standardize your processes and reduce mistakes, and new hires can be more productive as they'll work faster by seeing walkthroughs which you might have recorded and provided for them. With Tango, you can also enable self-service, thus reducing support tickets and increase first touch resolution. So right away, we're going to get started by clicking on Login. Now you can use your email address, but we're going to go ahead and choose Continue with Google. Then on this page, you get to choose how you wish to use Tango. You could go ahead and choose anyone. We're going to choose standardized best practices or operating procedures. Go ahead and click on Continue. And what would you do? We're going to choose Educator. So continue again. And what tools do you plan to document? Now, if your choice of a tool is not here, you can choose something else and say, for example, Canva. Now, this is different from Canvas, so we're going to continue right here after writing Canva. So you can also choose what you want to choose here. How you found Tango.us. We could say Google search, continue. And here we have our workspace. You get to put your workspace name, then click on continue. And you're also encouraged to download the extensions to start creating stunning how-to guides. So we're going to get the extension. So it's taken us to this page, and we're going to click on Get, Add Extension. And as you can see at the top right corner, you can see that Tango has been added to our web browser. And then the next thing we're going to do is to try to capture. So we have an example right here, and we're going to click on Next. And then in this example, it says, if you had a superpower, what would it be? And let's say we could choose invisibility. Take note that as you're choosing this, you can see it says bright idea, click on next, select invisibility, right? So the next option here is to choose on this question, what could you use a little more of? So we could say knowledge, or we could choose money if we want to. As you can see, it's highlighting the steps right here, which is good. Going to click on next. Real-time capture is like magic. We're going to say 4, then click on next. And then it says thank you. Now click the green check mark in the capture panel to finish your capture. We're going to click on this as directed, and Tango is automatically creating your workflow, and just in a moment you will see the results. So this is our first Tango capture, and you can see the first option here. So if you're trying to do some onboarding process and you're trying to show others what they need to do step by step, instead of being there always explaining, you could use Tango to help others do this themselves. So as you saw in the previous steps, we took all these options and it says we have 6 steps. The first is to click on next. The second step is to select invisibility. The third is to check knowledge. The fourth is to check on next after selecting knowledge. And after clicking on next, we selected number 4 in the rating. And then lastly, we went over to the bottom and clicked on submit. So anyone you're trying to help in this situation will understand all the steps you took without you being right there. It also has the auto-generate title, so you can use this option to generate another title if this isn't fine for you. At the end, you have the option to click on share and export at the top right corner or preview the guidance. So we can click on preview the guidance, click on next, then it says select invisibility, and then it says select knowledge, click on next, and then select 4, click on submit. Awesome, right? So we've just been able to guide ourselves based on the steps we recorded in the previous tutorial. Then we can click on back to Tango. And if we're fine with that, we can go ahead and click on share and export. Click on continue. And then you can share this using an invite. You could also embed this in your other platform, or you can simply export it by copying the HTML, copying the markdown, or download the PDF. So right now we have the first download and we can open it. And here are the steps, page after page, step after step, to help yourself or others. Remember, this doesn't have to be right here. You can also use this example and apply to any other website just by simply clicking on the Tango web extension, and you'll be able to start a new one. So go ahead and give Tango a try and see what more you can do with it.